I'm going to be on my berry white today. Hello, Incredible One. I'm Darnyelle Jervey, and I'm excited to welcome you to Incredible Factor TV. Now, if you ask me, this is the place you must be if you want to learn breakthrough strategies to make your life and business an incredible one. Every week here on Incredible Factor TV, I get so excited, baby, when I think about you in the Incredible Factor community and I get to take one of your questions. Let's see who I'm talking to this week. Oh my gosh, it's Fern. And Fern writes, "Hi Darnyelle, thank you so much for Incredible Factor TV. Your videos are fun, educational, and inspirational. You're my shero." Thank you, Fern. My question is this. So when it comes to your brand, how often should you reinvent it? Oh my Fern, goodness, thank you so much. This is a great question. I love this question because branding as a whole has probably been a buzzword for the last 10 to 15 years. But if we're being honest, we've always been building a brand because a brand is really the emotional reaction or the gut feeling that others get when they see you or experience you. So it's your ability to really connect with people in such a way that you, as you serve them from your significance, they create an opinion about you. And based on the emotional connection to that opinion, they either will endorse you or so forth and so on. And of course, there's nuances to branding when we're talking about being an entrepreneur or an employee, but regardless, everyone has a brand. Everyone needs to be conscious about their brand. So before we can talk about reinventing, let's make sure you've gone through the process and effectively built your brand. So the first thing you need to do is you need to develop and you need to define this brand. So there are some things you're going to need to get clear. Number one, your brand message. What is the message of your brand? Number two, what is your brand's value proposition? How are you adding value in serving others in the marketplace? Number three, what is your brand promise? What are you expecting for people to get every time they experience you? And number four, what is your brand power statement? What is that one sentence, 4.9 seconds, that boom, tells them what you do, how you do it, and makes them want to work with you? Now, let's assume, Fern, that you have done your work and all of these elements are in place. If you have done the work and the elements are in place, reinventing is really just going to be a touch-up. Every now and again, I actually recommend that on a quarterly basis, you at least are reviewing the impact of your brand in the marketplace. You'll want to make sure you join us for the after party because on our blog, I'm going to share some of the questions you'll want to ask yourself on a quarterly basis when you're evaluating your brand. But as you go through this process, quarterly, you want to check in with yourself, with your brand. Are you really doing what you said you were going to do? And is it really having the impact that you wanted it to have? In the event that it isn't, that's when a refresh is present. And let me just also say this, Fern. Your brand has very little to do with the visual representation. A lot of people get caught up in what their logo should be, what their website should look like. All of those things are important, don't get me wrong, but they in and of themselves are not your brand. Did you catch that? They are the visual representation that when someone sees them, they will make the emotional connection and as a result take action, the action that you want them to take. So you've got to make sure that you take your time, get crystal clear, and then check in with yourself on a consistent basis to determine whether or not a retouch or a touch-up is going to be needed. And I'm going to share more about this again on our after party. So now I want to hear from you. It's a perfect segue to join us on our blog for the after party by sharing your 2 cents. What is it that your brand means to you? And how did you go through the process of developing this brand? And when do you know it's time for a reinvention? I can't wait to hear what you have to say, and I can't wait to see the value that it adds to the others that are in our community. So make sure you join us on our blog for the after party. And if you enjoyed this video, and I know that you did, because you know I bring it to you real each and every week, I want you to subscribe. You can do that right here on this page by hitting the subscribe button. Then I want you to use social media and share it with your friends, fans, and followers. And if you want to make sure you stay connected to me so that you know exactly what I'm bringing down the pike to help you to make your life and business an incredible one, you best to make sure that you're receiving our weekly Easing the Incredible Factor. It comes out every single Walk It Out Wednesday into your email box, and I share some things there that I don't share anywhere else. And I'd hate for you to not be in the know. I'm so excited that you come here and join me every single week. It is my pleasure to be here with you every single week. This is Darnyelle Jervey signing off and saying, be better, be stronger, and more than anything, be incredible. I'll see you next week on Incredible Factor TV. Take care.